the network. So we've got some of our hosts who are going to be participating. And what that's going to be is you will have a chance to win prizes. And you can call in and get a reading from one of the psychics and the readers in the panel. So it's going to be a one-question reading, and it's going to be pretty cool, I think. There's going to be a small fee to that, and it's a $10 fee. But again, you're getting a reading. So in the $10 is actually going to go back to support the network, to work on getting some more upgrades done that we want to get done to the network, like getting our old chat room back. And so there will be, that's really the only thing that we will be charging for. Again, we don't charge any of the hosts or anything for shows. Everything is voluntary. So this is kind of putting a little bit back into the network for us. So we've got that coming up. We've got some events coming up that I'll be talking about. I'm just kind of getting confirmations on that. So I'm also working on getting the online school put together for us that we will have. Hopefully, I was targeting May, and I'm still kind of hoping for that. So we're working on that. What else are we working on?
Gosh, I'm exhausted already.
I know. I mean, there's always something going on. We're working on some promotional advertising items. We're looking at a couple new shows that are going to be coming on this month. I'm just waiting for another confirmation. We've got a few open spots in the afternoon if anybody is interested in doing a show. But the prime time is pretty much full. Overnight is open, of course, if you're a night owl and wanted to do a show overnight. And we're opening that up to the UK and the European audience, so hopefully we'll be filling in some spots there. So ever growing, ever changing. Yeah.
Amazing.
I know. This is kind of our breather, though. Things have kind of settled in now for a little bit, so now we're going to get our breather and hop back into everything soon. But we are also going to start a new segment here on the Broader View, which I'm kind of excited about. I'm kind of stealing this idea from a radio show that I listened to during the week. And it's called The Bright Side. And what this is going to be is, during this segment where Belle and I jabber back and forth, we are going to take call-ins. And what the call-in is going to be about is whatever you're happy about. It can be anything. It could be that you got paid today. It could be that, a friend of yours had a baby. It could be that it's your birthday. Anything that is making you happy today. Or anything that you are looking forward to for the week. The show and the network is about empowerment and insight and inspiration. So I kind of wanted to put this together. So if you want to go ahead and call in, and we'll do this, usually we'll kind of set a time before our guests come on. So if you want to call in, the number is 651-447-6309. And it's just a quick brief, whatever it is that you're happy about. And like, for instance, today I was happy that I got a project done at work and that I've been working on for several months. So I was happy about that. So that kind of made me feel good. What are you happy about?
I'm happy that I got a nap. I was able to squeeze in a nap.
See, and isn't that a good thing?
It did feel good.
Because you haven't been able to do that for a while.
No.
Yeah.
No. It felt wonderful.
I know. But we have a great guest with us tonight who's going to be here at the top of the hour. And he's our only guest. He is so popular that we kind of made him exclusive. So we have got the rock and roll psychic with us, Andrew Brewer, which I'm really excited about. I've never met him before. So this is kind of a treat for me.
Oh, he's such an incredible person. But before we bring him on, I kind of wanted to announce that, tomorrow is the new moon.
Yes, it is.
That's when we write our new moon abundance check every month on the new moon. But it was also, I felt, an opportunity to kind of talk about the lunaroscope column that we have in the show guide.
Yeah.
And in Spree, it's in both magazines.
Mm-hmm.
But it was interesting because I received her newsletter, and there was such a cute little thing in there that said, why does it benefit me to read my lunaroscope? So why should we bother to read Sharita Starr's lunaroscope every month?
Yeah.
And this was her answer. Sharita Star brings you a bi-monthly column that truly taps into one of the most sensitive energies from above, offering us sound advice for our lives down here below. Our lunar cycles not only affect things like our ocean tides and other natural processes upon the earth, but they distinctly cast light upon what we feel. As we are in tune with the waxing and waning phases of the moon, so too are we best in ties to tie our emotions, allowing us to point our thoughts and actions in the proper directions to manifest what we wish to see unfold. Our lunar lady grants us 2 significant times per month. One for initiation as we engage a new moon, and another for release as a full moon peaks, offering up reflection. When our emotional being is in sync, we magically attract the positive to us as we appropriately time our actions, allowing us to reap the rewards that our spirit ultimately deserves.
Interesting. So I didn't know that.
Yeah. And so she kind of just sort of points out how important it is to check up on what's going on with you for the new moon phase and the full moon phase of each month. And so just to give you guys an example of what a lunaroscope is, this is an example of a new moon horoscope, or we call it lunaroscope, as she does. Now, Zita, you are a Scorpio?
I am.
Zita, for the new moon, starting tomorrow, it says, keep tapping into those regenerative powers because they are right on in feeling they are ready to bring forth more improvements to your health and all the ways you find that deep satisfaction in the area where I serve. New routines and habits come your way, and fresh ideas about how to bring your service to the world keep on perpetuating and driving you to make awakening changes. It is the perfect time for new pets or get happy with the ones you have. Now, isn't that a cool lunaroscope?
It is, and it's like true.
Yeah, and this goes from new moon to full moon, this 2-week period. These are her new moon lunaroscopes, but we also get a full moon lunaroscope as well. So there's like 2 for the price of 1, so to speak. And this is for Libras, those of you that are Libra out there. That's me. It says your partnerships have more than been on your mind lately, from your romantic ties to business contacts. The new and the old connections over this waxing period are of special importance to your future. Let in the friendly spark that is igniting as you tip those scales and bring balance back to what you love to do best. Express the means of how I relate. Awakening an insightful understanding you weren't ready nor allowed to see fully until now.
Oh, interesting.
Yes. So, that
fits too.
It's amazing. So be sure to check out your lunaroscope in the show guide right here on Hazy or in the Bellosphere magazine. Both of them are the same. And we have to say a special thanks to Sharita Star for allowing us the privilege of blowing her horn and sharing her lunaroscopes in our magazines.
Absolutely. That's where I'm actually just peeking right now and kind of going through it.
Mm-hmm.
And while we're doing that, as long as I'm kind of have my nose here in the show guide, I'm going to kind of announce some of the guests that some of our shows are having on. For example, Paranormal Underground this Thursday is having Alexandra Holzer. And on the 18th, they're having Paul Von Ward, which I think is fascinating. Dimensions of Spirit, they are having, on the 14th, they're having Sandra Smith. Paradigm Shift.
Sandra Smith is the skin lady. She's our skin talk.
Yeah. So that's going to be kind of fun.
So don't miss that one.
Yeah. And then Paradigm Shift is going to be having Richard Grossinger, which is an anthropologist, and founder of the New Age publisher North Atlantic Books, who's a fascinating guest. I've actually talked to him before. On the 19th, he's having Rosemary Ellen Gulion, who is another fascinating guest. She is one of the leading experts on the paranormal, with more than 50 books published by major houses on a wide range of paranormal, spiritual, and metaphysical topics.
Wow.
Crossing the Void is going to be having Sharon Coyle, and of course Scotty Roberts, who is a friend of the networks, and Haunted Heather. That's what he said is going to be having. Let's see, that was on the 3rd. That was last week. So let me see what else we got here. Got a couple different pages of them. And let's see who Bell's having. Bell's having Anne Shelby McIntosh on this Friday, the juicing lady. That's going to be a good show.
Yes,
I'm kind
she
of back
is
into
going
juicing.
to teach us why we should be juicing, for our health, and giving us insights and tips and recipes.
Yeah, I used to love juicing. I was really into juicing for a long time.
Well, my kids bought us a juicer last Christmas, and we used it once, and it was good. Don't get me wrong, but it was just, we didn't have recipes. We didn't really know what to do or how to do it. And Anne was like, just give me the opportunity, Belle. I'll have you juicing before you know it.
Oh, yeah. Carrot juice. I love carrot juice. Just plain old carrots, just juice them up in there. And if you want a sweet drink, that's carrot juice. You just can't drink a lot of it because your skin does turn kind of orange on it if you drink too much of it.
Really?
Yeah, it does. But my favorite
was made out of carrot juice. Said, I wonder if Coppertone was made out of carrot juice.
Can't remember the old Coppertone. Another one that's really good is watermelon and apple.
Oh, that sounds good.
Oh, my gosh. And then we used to do, even tomatoes. If you want a fresh, we would juice tomatoes, and then you would put a little bit of salt and pepper in it, and a little bit of garlic, and drink that. Oh, my gosh. It is so good. It's like a V8 juice. Spicy V8 juice. It's really good. It's really good. Well, next week we have Coral Kramer on, which is the psychic animal communicator. I'm going to have her talk to Justin here, or to Sherlock, and see if I can figure out what's going on here in my house. And Angelica is going to be with us. I can't wait for you to hear Angelica. We've both played her music before. Phenomenal lady and phenomenal story. So she's going to be on, and Bill Bean's going to be on with us at the end of the month. So lots of big shows coming up. Lots of big shows. You're going to have Edie Weinstein on. So she's going to be good. That's on the 26th. I'm reminding you who your guests are, by the way, because you never remember.
Edie Weinstein is, she's known as the Bliss Mistress. And she's going to talk to us about putting joy or recognizing the joy in your life.
Yeah.
The Bliss Mistress. I just love that little logo.
I know. I like her, too. I like her a lot. I've talked to her a couple times. So, yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good month on the network.
Yeah, we've got some really awesome upcoming guests on the network.
Yeah, we do. So, what else you got on your plate now that you're kind of in your lull time, or are you already working on your May magazine now?
No, actually, what I've been doing a lot of is focusing on some marketing on Bel Esprit and getting us, a little further out there. We just created a Pinterest page, or board, or whatever you call them. I'm still not real quite sure how to use Pinterest, but
I haven't figured it out yet either.
Yeah, I just started a bunch of boards. One was for Bel Esprit magazine with our covers on it, and then we did another board to meet our columnists, and another one for all our diamond psychics and healers, and then started just listing not all of them, mind you, because that would be a little overwhelming, but some of our favorite articles under the different categories that we have writers for, which is health and healing, spirituality, angels and inspiration, what else? Guidance, divination, love and romance, paranormal, true stories, all the different categories. And I just listed a few of, the better articles that we have. And we just did this just a few days ago, and we've already got 96 followers, I think, that are following our boards.
That's great.
And of course, the idea is you want them to repin your board so that